And as I put my foot down, I'm not shitting you guys, he turned his scooter and the front wheels of his scooter went over my foot again. David! Shouldn't you be getting up for work?
I'm sleeping, fuck off.
Dude, come on, you're gonna be late if you don't get up.
Fuck off.
I can't let you be late. See, I'll help you. I said fuck off! Where'd you get a gun?
Fuck
off. Alright. I'll leave. She's fucking crazy bastard. Let's talk. Have you guys ever had a job that you completely fucking despised? And I'm not just talking about a job that you despised at certain moments. I'm talking about whenever you think of this goddamn job, it's almost as if a hand just reaches up inside of you and takes whatever warmth, happiness, or hope that you have left in this world and just crushes that shit and throws it to the ground. Yeah, I'm talking about that kind of job. The kind where you wake up in the morning and you're just like, oh God, please don't make me go back there. I don't want to go back there. I'm tired of making this bread. I don't want to. I just want to rest. I'm so tired. Ah! Yeah, I'm talking about that kind of job. And sometimes you despise that job you may have had for a variety of different reasons. Either you can't stand your coworkers, you can't stand your boss, you can't stand the customers or people you have to deal with, or you just can't stand the kind of work that job has you do. Or hell, maybe you just hate dealing with certain situations that come up at that job. But you guys know that if I'm talking about it on camera, it's most likely because your boy has a story about it. And mine just happens to be that I hated having to deal with certain things that came up at this job. And what job is that, you may ask? I unfortunately had the pleasure of working at a retirement home. And god damn if it wasn't the most depressing fucking shit that I have ever worked in. So before I start, I think it's important to note, I was a server in this retirement home's dining room. Now I did not hate this job because of the residents that lived there. I was actually pretty cool with most of them. Granted, you did have some of those grumpy elderly people. The hell is this? I wanted sunny side up eggs. You know what you gave me? Sunny side up eggs. What the hell do you think this is? Yeah, you always have those kinds of people. It was just the situations this work would put me in. And some of the things that happened there, guys, I will never forget. So when we would serve lunch or dinner, we would almost always have 4 servers. And each server would be assigned a section that they would take care of. Now on this faithful fucking day, we only had 3 servers. Now what happens when you have 3 servers is we would block off one section to make it so more residents sit in the front. That way it's easier on us so we don't have to go around the whole damn dining room. Everybody's just clumped together, you know? And for the most part, a lot of people were okay with this. Except for one resident. As soon as he came in, I knew we were gonna have a problem. He strolls in on his electric scooter and he just starts going towards the back. And I'm watching him as he's doing it. And when he gets there, me being the outstanding employee that I was at the time, I go up to him and I tell him,
"Excuse me, sir, we actually have this back section closed off. We're pretty short staffed today, so if you could sit somewhere up here in these areas, it'd be greatly appreciated. It would help us out a ton. Thank you so much for your understanding and cooperation."
This man just looked at me like this. Now, I'm not trying to make fun of this man, but the way he would talk is like this. You, let me sit back there. You, my table. Sometimes I couldn't really understand him, but I could definitely understand that he wanted to sit at that table that he would always sit at. So I decided, screw it, I'm just gonna let him in because I'm not trying to deal with him. This man could be really fucking persistent. So I opened up the section, he went in and he sat at his table. I grab a menu, I grab some water, and I head over. Now this man was just fucking furious. Even though I let him sit back there, he was still so goddamn angry. This man was literally shaking. And again, I'm not trying to make fun of him. That's actually how he fucking looked like. And as I'm walking towards him with the menu, with the water, something happened. I guess this man was so mad at me for telling him that he couldn't sit in that section, even though I fucking let him. He decided he was gonna take his anger out on me. In an instant, the whole world just slowed to a crawl. I saw this man put his scooter in reverse, look me dead in the eyes, and started reversing. And before I could even react, his wheel from his 200-pound scooter goes over my foot. And suddenly this sharp pain just rises from my foot into my leg, and I almost fucking collapsed right there and then. As he goes, I stumble backwards as his wheel finally comes up off my foot. I stumble back and I literally yelled out in pain in front of the whole dining room. And as I put my foot down, I'm not shitting you guys, he turned his scooter and the front wheels of his scooter went over my foot again. And as I feel that sharp pain back in my foot once more, I literally yelled out in pain for a second time in front of all these scared elderly people. God, I'm so surprised I didn't give somebody a heart attack. And as I'm in fucking pain, this man just goes, and he drives away from the scene of the crime. This elderly man committed a hit and run on his scooter. Maybe that makes him a gangster, I don't know. But he left the dining room because he was so fucking mad, and he just left me there. Kind of annoyed, mad, angry, kind of amused, but more importantly, he hurt me. Literally, because he ran me over twice. And after that, my relationship with this elderly man was very, very strained. Oh my god, I talk about him as if he was like a fucking friend. And now, I just kind of laugh at it. There were a couple other instances working at this retirement home that caught me completely off guard. Like there was this one time where a resident was sitting at a table and another resident was trying to back out from the table behind him. And when he backed out, he went too far and slammed this old man under the table. I was facing away, but as soon as I heard a I turned around and this elderly man was literally halfway under the table just screaming out for help. And I could not believe that I had just witnessed that shit. There was another resident that would always get any kind of food that she got in a sandwich. Literally, it could be anything. She ordered a steak.
Can I have a steak?
Yeah, sure. How would you like it done?
I want it in the sandwich.
Okay.
How's the hamburger?
I mean, the hamburger's pretty good. I like it.
But does it come in a sandwich?
Ma'am, a hamburger's already kind of a sandwich.
I want it in a sandwich.
Okay, I'll get it for you in a sandwich.
How's your tomato soup?
It's pretty good.
I want it in a sandwich.
You want tomato soup in a sandwich?
That's what I said.
Okay. That woman was fucking hilarious. There's another elderly man that lived at this retirement home that would always get 2 scoops of butter pecan ice cream. And it's funny because every time we would serve this man, we always knew what he would want. So me knowing that he wanted 2 scoops of butter pecan ice cream, I go and I grab him that and I bring it back to him. And he looks at me and he says, 2 scoops of butter pecan ice cream, huh? Yeah, that's what you like, right? Yeah, but I want 3 scoops of butter pecan ice cream. And there was this one time where he was like, I'll take the usual. Okay, 2 scoops of butter pecan ice cream. 5 scoops of butter pecan ice cream. 5 fucking scoops. Okay. When I brought him the cup, it literally would not fit in the cup. And one of my favorite residents that ever lived there was an old man called Stanley. Now, Stanley couldn't hear and he was legally blind, so he had trouble communicating with some of the other residents. There was this one time where he sat at a table with another man that couldn't really talk, and here comes Stanley in his little walker, and he walks his way over to this table and he sits down. He's like, how's it going? And the other man that was there was just minding his own business. Stanley pulls out a cookie. He puts it on the table and he starts sliding it over to this other man. And as he's doing this, he says, "You want a cookie?" And the other man was just like, "No. No." There you go, you're welcome. I fucking loved Stanley so much. A lot of those instances that I just explained are pretty funny and pretty harmless in the long run. But the main reason I hated working there was that some of the residents that you would be attached to or form a bond with would unfortunately pass away. And that's the thing I fucking hated about this job. It was so depressing working there. You would see residents that lived there for years and never get one visitor. They would never get one person to come in and say hello or just spend time with them. And that was honestly really sad to see. So a lot of the time I would take it upon myself to talk to these people and to get to know them and really just try to brighten their day as much as I can sometimes. And that was really cool to see, but like I said, in the end it was just a little too depressing for me. And I just really did not like being in a place that felt so depressed and so hopeless and empty. But at the same time, these residents were pretty fucking funny at times. And I did have a lot of funny experiences there. But yeah, man. But yes, guys, those are some of the experiences I had working at this retirement home. I do actually have a lot more experiences that I've had working there. So if you guys want me to make a part 2 and hear about more shenanigans that went down at this retirement home, please let me know. And hey, if you guys like me talking about some of my old experiences, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I will be uploading more videos very soon. And hey, if you guys ever had your foot run over by a 200-pound scooter, just know that I feel really bad for you. If you guys had any jobs that you completely fucking despise working at, let me know down in them comments below. But anyways, guys, yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. This has been Ryan Malik. I hope you guys have a fantastic fucking day, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.
I love what I'm feeling to not feel at all.